We're going to read planes. We're going to learn about planes. The book is called Planes. So we're going to learn all about planes. Planes. Flying high. There are seatbelts, but no steering wheel. There is no gas pedal. Where are we? We are in the cockpit of an airplane. So this is how it looks. This is how the inside of an airplane looks like. There's so many buttons. There's so many. Yes?
I went in an airplane one time when I was little.
You went on an airplane too? Yes, I've been on an airplane. Look, there's so many buttons that the pilot has to press. Look.
The emergency when we stop me when we go to
Yeah. Yeah. And there are seatbelts. In the airplane, we have to wear seatbelts to be safe, right? We have to always fasten our seatbelts on the plane. And it also says there is no gas pedal. And there are no, and there's no steering when you drive, and there's no steering wheel. Look, the airplane doesn't have a steering wheel. Yeah, there's no steering. There's lots of buttons. That's how you control the airplane. Mm-hmm. Hi, I am Pilot Nick. Welcome aboard. The pilot sits in the cockpit. We sit in the cabin. So the passengers sit in the cabin. That's what it's called. Look. Have you ever been inside an airplane? Look, with all the seats. Yeah. Look at all the seats. All the seats are in rows. Look. All the seats are in rows. And it says, the pilot sits in the cockpit. We sit in the cabin. The cabin has TVs in their seats. So look, the TV in an airplane is inside the seat. Look, it's behind the seat. So everyone has their own little TV in an airplane. Yeah. So the cabin has TVs in the seats. It has bathrooms. It has a kitchen, so we can have a snack. It is just like home, but 30,000 feet in the air.
30,000 feet.
Yeah.
Like a rocket ship.
So look, all the seats are in a row. So in an airplane, all the seats are in a row. Everyone sits behind each other or next to each other in rows. Yes.
Ms.Dimitra, even it's almost like home, but there's
lots
of many seats.
Mm-hmm. There's
a lot of people.
Yeah, there's many seats and many people. Yes. Yeah, so look, there's rows and there's TVs behind each chair. Look, there's a little TVs behind each chair. Yeah.
Wow. This is tiny. It's almost like home, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Mhm.
And there's strangers.
Yes. So it's like a house, but not exactly. Okay, let's see what else we're gonna learn. I see my neighborhood. Look out the window from above. The earth looks like a quilt of fields, forts, cities, and towns. So look, this is how everything looks when you're in an airplane. This is how everything looks when you're up and you're looking down. So this is how everything looks when you're up and you're looking down. Everything looks so small and tiny.
And when you just smash.
Yeah, everything looks so small and so tiny. Yeah. Yeah. Everything looks very little when you're up in the air. Sky trunks, I can't hear anything. Some planes do not have TVs or snacks. They are working planes. This is the inside of a C-17 Globemaster. It carries a mobile home bolted to the floor. VIPs go in here to talk in private. So look at this. So look at this. Some planes. So this plane doesn't have TV or snacks. They are working planes. So people go in these planes to do their work. To do work. To do their work. They're busy working. Some planes are built to carry stuff. Big stuff. This is the Antonov 225. It's the biggest plane ever made. It is so big and heavy and it's 32 wheels to land. So look, this is the biggest plane. It has 32 wheels for it to land.
32
And it has 6 engines.
6
Yes, 6 engines and 32 wheels. And it says you can drive 80 cars.
Like that?
So you could drive 80 cars into the belly of this plane.
You can cars. You can
So-
put cars in the
Yeah, so look this. Yeah, so this. So in this plane needs 32 wheels so that it can land. It needs 32 wheels to land. And it has 6 engines. And it's the biggest plane. It's a big plane.
It's a seaplane.
It's a big plane.
Can I see the person? She's so tiny.
Yeah.
Let me see the person.
So this is such a big plane. Flying bees. The smallest plane used to be the bumblebee. So this is the smallest plane. The smallest plane used to be the bumblebee. It is 9.5 feet long. Then came the bumblebee too. It was about a foot shorter. There are even smaller planes, but they are not for people. This is a drone. It is flown by remote control. So this is the bumblebee. So the bumblebee is the smallest plane. It is only 9.5 feet long, and it's called the bumblebee. And look, it even looks like And look, it even looks like a and it even looks like a bumblebee. Look, it's striped and the colors. So it even looks like a bumblebee. It's yellow and black stripes. Yes. Okay. Yes. So the bumblebees are fast and fancy. The fastest plane is the SR-71 Blackbird. Only 2 people fit in this plane. It flies 3,418 miles an hour. So this is the fastest plane, and only 2 people. Yeah, and only 2 people fit in it. Yes, only 2 people fit in it, and it's the fastest plane. The SR-71 Blackbird. This is the fastest plane. Some planes are plain. Some are painted. So look, some planes are plain and some planes have designs on them. Look, some planes have designs on them. So look, these planes have designs on them. This plane is covered blue. This one is red. This one is orange. So blue, red, and orange. So some planes have designs on them.
What kind ones?
Yeah, so some planes have designs on them. Some planes do not have designs on them. Long ago, some pilots painted their planes with scary faces. These planes are called flying tigers. They were flown in World War II. This is a propeller plane. The propeller is inside the nose of the flying tiger. Propeller, an engine that turns blades to make the plane fly. So look, this is called the flying tiger, and it has a propeller. Look, it has a propeller that spins. Look, the propeller spins fast, so the plane can fly up high. So the propeller spins and spins and spins and spins, so that the plane can fly. Yeah. So it said the propeller, an engine that turns blades to make the plane fly. So this is a propeller. The propeller is inside the nose. So it's inside the nose, look. And it flies. And it turns and it turns and it flies. Most planes leave the ground from a runway. But sometimes the runway is the middle of the ocean. The USS Enterprise is an aircraft carrier. So this is the USS Enterprise. Is an aircraft carrier. It carries 70 planes, 5,000 people, and enough cooks to make 15,000 meals a day.
Ms.Dimitra, I don't see a plane. I want to contact my plane.
So look, this is called, Thomas, this is called the USS Enterprise. So this ship, this is a big ship, the USS Enterprise. And look, the USS Enterprise, it can carry 70 airplanes. It could carry 70 airplanes on it. 70 airplanes. It can carry 70 airplanes, 5,000 people, 5,000 people, and enough cooks to make so many meals. Look, so look, the planes fly off from the ship that's in the middle of the ocean. So the planes fly off the runway that is on the ship. So this ship has a runway. Yeah. So this ship has a runway. The runway on the Enterprise is 20 stories above the ocean. Planes take off into the air from the deck. They go from 0 to 165 miles an hour in 2 seconds. Landing is just as hard. Each plane has a tail hook. The hook catches on a wire to stop the plane. These pilots have nerves of steel. These are jet planes. Look, these planes, these jet planes, look, this is the runway. This is the runway on the USS Enterprise. This is the runway on the USS Enterprise ship. So the runway is 20 stories above the ocean, and these jet planes go from 0 to 165 miles in 2 seconds. So they go super fast.
That's where the black one came from. The runway. And that's why that was
flying gas station. Here is another pilot with nerves of steel. The little plane is the B-2 Sleeth bomber. The pilot is flying with gas tank while he is flying in the air. The Wright brothers were brave too. They were the first to fly a plane. That was more than 100 years ago. But we still remember them. They were smart and unafraid, and they did it first. Hooray! So these were the people who created the first plane. The Wright brothers, they created the very first planes. The Wright brothers. That was their name. Yep, they created the first plane more than 100 years ago.
More than 100 years ago?
Oh, yes. Take to the sky. 100 years before the Wright brothers, someone else was dreaming of flying. But this balloon was never built, so no one ever flew it. So this was before the Wright brothers, but this invention never happened.
What is this one? Wait, let me see, what is this one? Wait, what's
Somebody wanted to make a plane, but this is the invention they made, but it never worked.
Is that a number? Is that a number?
The end.